So I'm outside the physics department of University College London, and education was, just like this university, was founded in the 19th century. Our educational paradigm was fixed during the Industrial Revolution, where the key thing was for literacy and numeracy. And of course those things still remain in place. And in fact, we've in a way updated our educational systems to include skills and competences. And the Green Comp framework is another one of those really important strategic updates. And this update is, in a funny way, an existential one. It's a bit funny to talk on this sort of cloudy, average kind of day here in London, whilst it is actually a day in which I'm talking to you during a mass extinction event. And that's really weird to think about, that what's going on above our heads, what's happening around us at our feet, is something of extraordinary size and extraordinary danger and scope. So it's really difficult to understand just why we need to have this entirely new approach to education. We need to have a new paradigm within which we think about what we're doing. We are already hitting planetary boundaries. Just like the siren, we're in the middle of an emergency here already. We've already increased temperatures by 1.2 degrees. We're heading towards 1.5 is effectively locked in. 2 degrees is close on its tails. So when we're thinking about reforming education, this really is it's an emergency. It's hard to take that seriously because we don't feel the proximity of the danger. And so when we're talking about like syllabus reforms, or we're thinking about policy things, these things play out over decades. But the remaining carbon budget for 1.5 degrees is basically already gone. It's already kind of locked in. And for 2 degrees, we're talking about, well, not much more than 10, 15 years. So this paradigm shift, which has to happen in education, has to be aware of just how close the walls are, these planetary boundaries are to human civilization. It's August now, so it's summer holiday, and in a few weeks these gates will be open and students will start coming in here to start studying physics. Now, the question to ask is there any guarantee that students going to university in the next few weeks, are we sure that they really understand about the systemic nature of the crisis? I mean, it would be really odd if we had a student going to study history at university, and perhaps they're going to study Norse mythology, but they don't know what the Holocaust is. I mean, that just wouldn't happen. Likewise, we have a student maybe going to study biology, and they may already have some kind of grip on mitochondrial DNA, but it would be a bit shocking if they didn't exactly know what a penis could do. Now, in terms of the planet and in terms of what is happening, we're sending students out of school and they only have the most loose sense of what environmental crisis is. Maybe they have like a foggy idea that it's something to do with polar bears or more intensive storms happening, more frequent storms, or things like that. They don't understand that the very fabric of nature is unraveling, and that simply isn't acceptable for modern society. Can we really call our children educated if they don't know these essential facts about life on Earth? I mean, you don't send a student to go and study architecture if they don't accept the laws of gravity. I mean, you just can't do it. Likewise, how many students are going to go and do economics but would only perhaps have a flippant understanding of ecology? That's not okay. So the Green Comp framework is all about, I hope, well, I imagine, that it's all about making sure that students have this proper systems-informed view of the crisis which is happening right now, and these planetary boundaries, these walls, which are just extremely close, far too close for comfort.